September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 1. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Oh, gotta love Jeff Bridges as a judge. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. Oh. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe, who I definitely get to do a voice for here. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct. He's so proud. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of the murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of this office to explain. Okay. Oh, shit. The body was found by this window here, indicated by a bottle of wine. And the cause of death? Loss of blood, due to being struck by a blunt object. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. I like that he needed to say that. Like, I'm pretty sure Steffi Cohen could bludgeon me to death with her bare hands. So, they're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Let's take a look at these. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Ms. Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. This is a good strategy. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. All right, so we just got to press this guy. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Oh, shit. Maya Fey's arrest. Okay. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Press. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gateway Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay. I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. There were two people there already. Press. Detective Gumshoe. I almost did his voice for him. Blast it! Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us, who the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. Hey, isn't it my cross-examination? The defendant, Ms. Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Press. Hold it. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at the scene of a crime. I can't argue against that. She's pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I'm going to press them on everything. Why not? Oh, I only get a certain number of them. I immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey. Oh, wait, no. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? No, wait, you can press on all of them? Oh, I just saw the exclamation points on top. Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Ms. May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantage. Yeah. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir, Mr. Duke. I'm surprised Phoenix is allowed to be a defense attorney considering he was found at the crime scene. It's just like in shows where they have surgeons and it's like the surgeon will operate on somebody they know and there's like no way that would happen, I would guess. It'd be conflict of interest. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. You think he'd be one of the witnesses? Yeah, absolutely. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. I like that. That's my hard evidence. Got a toothpick in my ear. Let me just sign my work here. You're like dying. You make like a picture. You make like a smiley face instead of giving a clue. Before we begin a cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. A murder like this deserves a signature calling card. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Donkey brains. I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Judge, jury, ruler. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Oh, buddy. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Hold it. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on this piece of paper. Okay. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants? What? Who? The killer, Ms. May, or I did. Oh my gosh. The exclamation marks are how many times you can make mistakes, I think. Okay. That's when I actually like press it. Okay. I think you're right. It was weird because it popped up when I was doing the pressing. So I was like, does this have to do with that? Okay, I'm going to say the killer. The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Objection. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. And Lynn says, you can always cross-examine as much as you want. It's whenever you try to present evidence or catch them. That's how many times. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Oh, what a prick. Yeah, pal. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. She says, OMG, these guys, they're so in love. You could cut the tension with a knife. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Hold it. And Lynn says, also, distant Dan laugh. He just like popped open a beer and laughed at my joke. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood, the hemoglobin, when your mom, your mom opens the Hermogoblin bobbin. I refuse to testify in this matter, sir. He got embarrassed because he couldn't fucking pronounce it. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, your honor, sir. Oh, he slipped up. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? Hold it. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the killer wrote the victim's name. Can impress you. Hold it, bitch. Detective Gumshoe. You get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name, as I say, thoughtfully stroking my chin. Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, detective. It's a video game. Oh, let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion in the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order. That didn't go so well. I'm sweating bullets. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. So let's look at my stuffs. After securing the suspect, he examined the scene. He found a memo next to the victim's body. Okay, 9/5 at 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. So if death was instantaneous, then she couldn't have written her blood on herself, right? Like, if you got instantaneously killed, you couldn't quick write a name. Says, oh, good point. Okay, let's try this. Yes. Dude, I got that shit right away. The music stopped. Did you hear the objection that time? Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. Oh, you did hear it. Awesome. Cool. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order. Order in the court. He said he was... He said with deep emotion, is what Dan said. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The autopsy report I got... Let's see, if I say it was the day of the murder, the body was still there, so I think it'd be the day after the murder. You think the day of? Because if I say the day of the murder, then wouldn't he be like, the body was still there, how did they examine it? And if I say I forget, it makes me look like a dumbass. So, but if I say the day after, then they could have had time to do it. I legit don't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna just say the day after. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Oh my god, this fucking guy. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. Fucking wow. Anlin says, laughing my ass off. If only real court was a drama like this. Hey, you watch enough court, you might see some spiky hair. You might see some scarves. Some anime villains. But there's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow, hiding evidence until the last moment. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. He bows. Oh, this fucking guy. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Dude, Phoenix sweats so much in his suit. That suit just must smell like swamp ass. Dinkelberg! Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I could say you're a sham, Edgeworth, or the detective's a sham, or I'm a sham. This is where my trophy would go if I had one. Dude, I kind of want to say I'm a sham just to see what happens. You dare me? I'll say it. I'm a sham. Detective Gumshoe, are you calling me a fool because I believed your report? Huh? Me? I'm not, huh? Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You're at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. Wow. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report, but this is updated. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Wow. Way to be unbiased, Judge Fuckface. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl. Son of a bitch indeed. Saw the murder with her own eyes. Thank you for the sound alert. We need a JR, for sure. Let the witness, Ms. April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Yeah, she got booba everywhere. Oh my god, she is literal cat girl. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink! She was jiggling. Anlin says, ooh, this bitch. She's literally a titty streamer. She's gonna do her next court appearance in a hot tub. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Anlin says this is way funnier than I remember. It's like the characters are so good. Gee, I was like in my hotel room, teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across the Fay & Co. from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Easy, Ms. April May, easy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness account. How convenient on her part, exactly. How convenient. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Okay, so... interesting. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Okay. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink. Oh my god, she's jiggling everywhere. The jury's gonna be swayed. Just like her booba. Well, Your Honor, I see it is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Oh, wait, Your Honor. Oh, isn't the statue a clock? I wonder if it's set to 9 p.m., like everyone has been saying. I think that in her thing, the thing that I thought was, if she was across the street, if someone slumped, you couldn't see it. Like, because she was slumped against the window. But also the times may be wrong. I don't know. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, don't you? Anlin says, true. Yeah, but we're going to look at the clock stuff too, though. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Ms. Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? Everything but firm. Jiggly. Yeah, she's a straight-up Jigglypuff Pokemon. It's like pillow mode. It could be a pillow. You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies. Well, that's the lawyer life for you. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. For all you know, Edgeworth killed her. Oh my gosh, true. He'd probably kill somebody and then bow down. He's had enough of defense attorneys. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay. So she looked out of the window, saw a woman being attacked, the one attacking her. Then the woman dodged to one side, ran away, but that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it. No, there was... She said that she slumped down. Hey, H North, welcome on in. Good to have a founding member in. Says, hey, love y'all. I can't stay, but hope you're all well. Hey, we're doing great. Thank you so much for stopping in. Anytime. We're just doing the court thing, you know. Maybe I better press her on the facts. Okay, I'm going to press her on when she saw. 9 o'clock, I looked out the window. Long hair being attacked. The one attacking. The woman, like, dodged to the side and ran away. Okay, you couldn't see. You couldn't see it. Hold it. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please, continue your testimony. That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Hold it. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee, first of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. I feel like that's fine. Her testimony certainly does make sense, and everyone in the court keeps siding with her. I'd better not press too hard on this one. Maybe I should just listen to the testimony again. Okay. Saw a woman with long hair. It was 9 o'clock at night. Hold it. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out of the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't even get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Yeah. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out of your window at that time of night. Drape says, wow, scary. Yeah, she's a definite sociopath. Objection. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. The poor girl. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out of the window. What did you see next? Okay. So, let's look at my stuff. The autopsy report, the cell phone. Let's see. Called up. Someone you hold on for me. It's the thinker. The clock isn't working. Put some papers inside. Is it evidence? See you tonight at 9. Oh, so if she made plans to see her at 9, that's evidence that Mia got there at 9, not that she killed her. Like, maybe, I don't know. She dodged the attack. She caught up to her and she hit her. How do you know it's my client? Well, first of all, she had a girl's physique. Who else could it be? Okay, I question your testimony. Hold on a minute. This testimony stinks. What? Ms. May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing or you're lying. I think it was the previous one, yeah. Ms. May, I'm willing to bet that. I feel like it makes more sense to say that you're lying than that you saw nothing. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. She's twitching. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Oh, she's a spirit medium. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. I call us to the stand now. What do you say to that, Ms. May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Ms. May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing from your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Oh, she's straight up messing with the judicial system. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Bruh. Witness testimony. Bruh. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock, the Thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. All right. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Me too, actually. How would she know it's a clock? No one else knew? Ooh, good call. Good call. Okay. I did see everything. I did. The victim and the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Oh, actually, it's also interesting, too. She said she ran off to the right, but the map, the broken glass and everything was to the left. She hit her with that weapon. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock. I will present to you. Here, I'll press her first. Hold it. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Press it. Okay. So I'll press all. So, you saw me then, too? Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Aw, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. She literally is an e-girl. And Lynn says, sorry if I'm being pushy, just trying to help. No, we're trying to figure it out together. Don't worry. But Dan just said, but also stay out of it. No, it's fine. It's fine. I have the no back seating in the subject on this, just so like rando people don't come in here and just tell me the answers to everything. But if you're trying to figure it out with me, that's fine. That doesn't bother me. Also, hi, if you're new here, this is my first time playing this game, and it's fucking crazy. Welcome on in. She dodged the attack, ran up to the right. Hold it! And Lynn says, ooh woo. Is that right, as in your right, as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? What? Right, it was my right hand. Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Okay, so now I'm going to present the map. This is what I was thinking before. Because look, she's looking in here. All the stuff's on the left. Oh no. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled? Bullshit! Okay, that didn't go so well. Okay, let's keep pressing. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was done up, like in a bun. What happened then? She hit her with that weapon. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. Okay, I pressed her on that. Her previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say, so this was the testimony in her own words? Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her, figuratively, of course. Check the clock. Wait, did I present the clock to her? I can't remember if I did. No, I didn't. I didn't. Got her. Ms. May, what you said just now was quite revealing. She says, no, you didn't. Yeah. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Ugh. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. Dun dun dun, caught music. And he was found guilty of murder. Oh, shit. Order, order. Ms. May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Bro, her eyes aren't binoculars. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. What? Objection. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. And Lynn says, what? Well, only once. Yeah, I'm pretty new at this. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question, bitch. How'd you know it was a clock? That's because I heard it. She heard it across the street. April's fucking up right now. Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? She's about to cry. I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, are very close to the hotel. They're fucking not, though. It's across the street. I hear my neighbor's dog bark and go, Roo! Just one time, because it's a weird dog. I don't hear their alarm clocks, though. Come on. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. Let's see, Enlin. I worked in a skyscraper and I never heard anything from the building across. Only if it was extremely loud. So I think she wouldn't have heard it rung because wouldn't it say the time when you touch it? So I'm going to do that one. Mia said so. Oh, you're right. She did keep fucking paper in it. Good call. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang because it is empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Order! How could you possibly just have a look as soon as you can? Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? Open your eyes, Your Honor. Do your job, Your Honor. It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. It's a crystal. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It's as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. And you have your records to prove it, yes. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Oh my gosh, the animation of her eye twitch. So good. Fat? Well, Ms. May? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. He's the murderer. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Time to show you a note. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it, and that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Before the murder phone record, yes. Impossible, of course. I have proof. Well, what? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proved when the clockwork was removed is... Show your penis. Show it. There, this was in the morning. There we go. I present to you this cell phone. Take that. Anlin says pink phone. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Oh, wait, this isn't my phone. Like, embarrassed Phoenix. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Oh my gosh, look at his eyes. He looks like a skeleton. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Rumble. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. He's just threatening him all the time. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Slam dunk case. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this... and this was recorded in the morning before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Ms. May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this one directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Damn. Damn, we're in a tight spot. Glass shards. So this one was made by Larry Butts. So she couldn't have seen it in the stores. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. Ooh, what? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Gotcha. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. I saw it in the Amazon warehouse. Twitch, twitch. Anlin says, got him. Pack it up, boys. Ms. May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Oh my gosh. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she could die for it. Die. Oh my gosh. The heart spinning, and then it stopped holding up her tatas. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee. Scary. Ms. May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? She stopped doing the streamer voice. Yeah, she lost all of her gift subs. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Ms. April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... Yeah, we'll do heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Well, let's see it then. Show me the evidence. The wiretap, yes. Boop. Take that, bitch. Have a look at this. Ah! Oh, that? I found this in Ms. May's room in an entirely legal fashion. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Ms. April May, you were tapping the victim, Ms. Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Oh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. This is a clown court, both sides presenting insane evidence. Yeah, the ability for me to go into her place, steal it out of the drawer, and then bring it here. Fucking crazy. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. Drave agrees. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Tapping that ass. He has to be an attorney ninja. Yeah, he left his sword and mask in the other locker. You have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... I feel like it's that, right? It's the phone because it's not the glass. It's not the map. It's not the blood. It's not the thing itself. Okay, I'm gonna do the phone. Okay. Present to you the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Take that, beach. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Ms. April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. That's how we knew you were stealing fizzy lifting drinks. Am I wrong? And Lynn says, the thing is, we got you on all counts here. Did they ever find a tap in Mia's phone? I mean, yeah, it is pretty circumstantial, but it's winning me in court, so we're gonna go with it. What if the tap was incidental? Yeah, she could have been tapping anybody else's phone. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? Like she used on someone else? Yeah, it could have been anybody. The defense demands an answer. La la lurk. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Look at her face. Doesn't that look like the face of a liar? It looks like the face of a UFC fighter, but with no mouth guard. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that, you lawyer? Oh my God. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? She just... I like to imagine that she is crying like the guy in... where they confront him about his drug use. And he's like, and through all of this, I still love you. And he goes, "Wah." Now to deal with the final blow. Let's see. Why the wiretap seems like the thing. Yeah. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? God, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Ms. May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, this court does not condone the defendant's tone of speech. Defense's tone of speech. He has a point. No, it's not. Like she could have been an accomplice. Yeah. Well, Ms. May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil, evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. Oh my God. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know? Like normal coffee, but cold. Thank you for that detailed testimony. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Okay. So where does that leave us? And Lynn's like, what? I'm just as confused as you. It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, That is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. LOL. Hey, Mama Diane, welcome in. She says, good evening. Good to see you. How are you? We're in court again. We're catching the bad guys. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Ms. May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. You think I should call the bellboy as a witness, or should I keep examining Ms. May? I feel like getting the bellboy in is probably going to be the move, because Ms. May, we mostly went through all of her stuff. We'll call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. If Ms. April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you'll recognize that Ms. April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? If this witness isn't the killer, then you must accept that Maya did it. Yeah, what kind of fucking court is this? I feel like I'm just gonna accept the condition. I'm gonna go forward. All right, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. The stakes have risen. Fool, you fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court now calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. All right, fucker. Gotta grill you. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He's in court in his, like, suit with his tea and crumpets. This is how you stick to a role. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Wow. Ms. May's room service. Okay. I love the characters in this game so much. Me too. Like, they are so colorful and exuberant. It's amazing. All right. Ms. May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest Ms. May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. Whew. This is it. If I can't prove Ms. May was involved in the murder now, Maya will be finished. How did she see the murder if she was busy grabbing coffee? See, yeah. Time to cross-examinate you. All right, head bellboy at the Gatewater for 4 generations. Press. Hold it. What exactly is it that you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests. I check out guests. I clean rooms. I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. 8 in the evening. Him and Ms. May have something going on. Oh, yeah, they do. I think Ms. May has a lot going on. Are you sure it was Ms. May on the phone? Absolutely. How can you be so certain? I checked Ms. May in personally. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. And I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Oh my gosh. She asked for a nice coffee. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Annalyn says, I don't remember this. I mean, I don't think I'll ever be able to forget this ridiculousness. Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Delivered it. Are you sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. Oh, this guy. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. What? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss. But not a French kiss, more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. How very radiant of our bellboy. No conflict of interest at all. Yeah, no problem. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Ms. May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tis, finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest, baby. Wait, please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. How does she see the murder and pick up coffee at the exact same time? Yes. It's the 9 p.m. thing. I agree. Objection. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay, this time I heard their objections as far as audio goes. Good. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? It's got to be about the room service. Or maybe check-in. Which one? Sorry, the messages are a little delayed. So check-in, it's like maybe if she checked in at a certain time, she wouldn't have met the bellboy. And then if it's room service, it's like she couldn't have been drinking her coffee and seen him. I'm going to do room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir, at exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skimp on the ice. Oh, she had a... That's so expensive. That's like if you went to Starbucks and got like a triple shot, double syrup, quintuple. So, yeah, 2 people up there. What did you say? Or rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Ms. May's room? Objection. I object. That was objectionable. He got me there. Pack it up. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Oh, well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. This guy's cheeks look like mine after walking out in the snow. That was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked. Oh! You fool! That is pretty stupid, actually. I've done it. I've won. Ms. April May checked into a twin room with a man, baby. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. Who takes Spider-Man's pictures? Oh, sorry, wrong game. In this new light, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. And Lynn says, oh, you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this other person? Simple, it was. Interesting. Yeah, it'd be the man. The man who checked in with Ms. May. Ugh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Ms. April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Ms. May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. The man we saw in the cutscene, we have metagame knowledge. Works for me. We're seeing into the spirit realm, much like Maya. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it were too late, wouldn't you? Corwin, trust me, we'll get into the spirit realm. Oh, I'm ready. After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart? Amateur? That these accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Indubitably. We did it. Thank you. Yes. Court adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. No, I was much cooler. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to come home now? Well, no. No, he wasn't. Trembling lips. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Ms. May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Ms. May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center right now. I may have to go down there later. Anyways, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. He says, oh, you can visit her. Cool. I like that. Maybe so. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Do. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Big promises. Most of her testimony was lies, and in fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. Oh. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. To be continued. Awesome. Another chapter down. Well done, everyone. Let's go ahead and save. Whew. Man, I was sweating bullets.